Spartacus, a name whispered in fear and admiration, belonged to a Thracian gladiator who dared to challenge the might of the Roman Republic. His rebellion, though ultimately crushed, sent shockwaves through Roman society, leaving an indelible mark on its psyche. Even in death, Spartacus cast a long shadow, a constant reminder of the fragility of Roman power and the potential for rebellion. Born in Thrace, a region known for its fierce warriors, Spartacus lived a life shrouded in mystery before his enslavement. We know he likely served as an auxiliary soldier in the Roman army, perhaps even achieving a degree of rank, before fate dealt him a cruel hand. Captured and sold into slavery, Spartacus found himself thrust into the brutal world of gladiatorial combat. In 73 BC, Spartacus, along with around 70 fellow gladiators, ignited the flames of rebellion within the confines of a gladiatorial training school in Capua. Armed with whatever they could scavenge, knives, spits, and farming implements, they fought their way to freedom, their desperate bid for liberty marking the beginning of what would become known as the Third Servile War. This audacious escape, a testament to their courage and desperation, struck a chord with many, quickly transforming a local slave revolt into a full-blown crisis for the Roman Republic. News of the gladiators' escape spread like wildfire. Across Italy, slaves, driven by desperation and the promise of freedom, flocked to Spartacus's banner. Shepherds, farmers, and laborers, many possessing valuable skills, swelled the ranks of the rebellion, transforming a band of escaped gladiators into a formidable force. Under Spartacus's leadership, the rebels achieved a string of early victories against Roman forces. His strategic acumen, honed perhaps from his former life as a soldier, allowed him to outmaneuver and outfight his Roman adversaries. He understood the importance of terrain, often choosing to fight on ground that favored his less well-equipped forces. Spartacus, unlike some of his fellow leaders, recognized the limitations of his army. He knew that a direct confrontation with the legions of Rome would be disastrous. Instead, he favored guerrilla tactics, relying on speed, surprise, and the element of surprise to harass and demoralize Roman forces. His victories, however, came at a cost. Internal divisions and the differing goals of his followers presented constant challenges to his leadership. The Roman Senate, initially dismissive of the slave revolt, began to realize the gravity of the situation. The rebellion, once considered a minor nuisance, had morphed into a full-blown crisis, threatening the very stability of the Republic. As the rebellion gained momentum, Spartacus's ultimate goal remained unclear. Some historians argue that he aimed to escape Italy altogether, leading his followers across the Alps to freedom. Others proposed that he had grander ambitions, perhaps even aiming to march on Rome itself. Whatever his ultimate goal, Spartacus's actions had a profound impact on the Roman psyche. The slave army, numbering in the tens of thousands, moved with relative impunity throughout Italy, defeating Roman armies and exposing the vulnerabilities of the once mighty Republic. Their victories, coupled with the brutality of some rebel factions, instilled a deep-seated fear in the hearts of Roman citizens. In response to the growing threat, the Senate turned to Marcus Licinius Crassus, a wealthy and ambitious politician, entrusting him with the task of crushing the rebellion. Crassus, eager to prove himself and perhaps harboring political aspirations, raised a new army, one larger and more disciplined than any Spartacus had faced before. Crassus, understanding the importance of discipline, made a brutal example of those who disobeyed his orders. When a legion fled in the face of the enemy, he revived the ancient practice of decimation, a brutal punishment where 1 in 10 soldiers were chosen by lot and clubbed to death by their comrades. This act of cruelty served its purpose, instilling a sense of fear and obedience within the ranks. Spartacus, for his part, sought to exploit divisions within the Roman ranks. He attempted to turn Crassus's lieutenants against him, hoping to fracture the Roman command structure. His efforts, however, proved unsuccessful, and the net around his forces began to tighten. The final confrontation between Spartacus and Crassus took place near the Salaris River in southern Italy in 71 BC. The Battle of the Salaris River, a desperate and bloody affair, marked the end of the rebellion. Spartacus, in a final act of defiance, is said to have slain his own horse, choosing to face his fate alongside his men. Despite the defeat, the rebellion had a lasting impact on Roman society. It exposed the vulnerabilities of the Republic, highlighting the deep-seated social and economic tensions that threatened its stability. The rebellion also led to reforms within the Roman army, with changes implemented to improve training and discipline. The spectre of Spartacus continued to haunt Roman consciousness. His name became synonymous with rebellion, his story a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. The fear he instilled lingered long after his death, a reminder of the potential for the oppressed to rise up and challenge the established order. Rome, in the aftermath of the rebellion, grappled with the implications of Spartacus's uprising. The Senate, shaken by the scale of the revolt, implemented reforms aimed at addressing some of the root causes of the crisis. They sought to improve the lives of slaves, fearing a repeat of the horrors they had witnessed. However, the fear remained. The memory of Spartacus served as a potent symbol of resistance, inspiring future generations of rebels and revolutionaries. His name echoed through the ages, invoked by those who dared to challenge authority and fight for a better world. Spartacus's rebellion, though ultimately crushed, forced Rome to confront its own internal contradictions. It laid bare the inherent instability of a society built on the backs of slaves, highlighting the precarious nature of power when confronted by those who have nothing left to lose. Spartacus's story is not just a tale of rebellion, it is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for courage and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. His name continues to resonate with people around the world, a symbol of the fight against oppression and the pursuit of freedom. Though his rebellion ended in defeat, Spartacus achieved something far more significant than military victory. He became a legend, his name forever etched in the annals of history as a symbol of hope for the oppressed, and a reminder to the powerful that even the mightiest empires are not invincible. The fear he instilled in the heart of Rome, a fear that persisted long after his death, stands as a testament to the enduring power of his legacy.